Hello my fellow gamers and welcome once again to Paraphilosoph City Skylines videos. Today I'm going to continue with my Bedrock city, the city in which I hope to reach 1 million population. This is on hard mode, and if you remember in the previous episode I had a problem with the industry not having not enough buyers for products. What was weird about this was that the game was actually telling me a wrong thing, because it's not that they do not have buyers for products, it is that I had accidentally turned one way in the wrong direction. You see here, this is an entrance and this is also an entrance, but one of them should be an exit. And here you can see it is an exit, but over here it is an entrance. So I had turned the one way accidentally into the wrong direction. That is why my industry was unable to export. And it's not that they didn't have anybody to buy their products, it's that they were unable to export out of the city and sell those products. So that was the problem, and I have found a solution. But another thing that is important is that in order to increase the commercial demand, you have to build very few parks, because the parks eat up the demand for commercial. I also need to make some small changes. I had built another fire station and now I'm paying 1,400 for the fire station, so I will decrease this a little bit down to 85%. Also the police has a very good coverage and the area is very big, so I can reduce that as well. As for the power and water, I'm already at exactly the amount that I need, so I don't have to change any of that. As before, I won't be building a school because these commercial and industry only use uneducated workers, and so does the farming industry here. And if I have already mentioned them, I might as well expand them a little bit. I do have unemployment at just 2%, so I will expand a little bit of this farming industry and then expand my residential zones. And another trick that I have found in one of my playthroughs is that how do you make lines for the district straight. Now, because it's a circle, it's really hard to get a straight line, but here's an easy way. Get your circle to the edge like this, and then just use the keyboard camera controls. I'm going to press S now, and when I go down, I get almost a perfectly straight line. If I were to have my camera centered perfectly, like this, and I click here now and go D, I will get a straight line here. So if you want to be a perfectionist, you can get these straight lines by using the camera controls on your keyboard between these districts. Like so. I will be expanding my residential district down here. My farming area here is at the moment called Park, but I'm going to change this to Holy Rock. This is also from my childhood cartoon The Flintstones. There is also Fred Flintstone running around, and that is why my city is called Bedrock. I also have noticed that I could have more industry, but I will hold on that until I expand these residential areas. Like I said, I will need another landfill, because it's not a good idea to center your landfills at just one point, then all the trucks will be coming from there and creating problems. You need to space out your landfills on multiple places. So I will get a new landfill over here. Just need a road to go to the edge of the city like this. My residential zones will come near it about here. Oh, come on. There we go. And now I can expand the residential area. I will also move the parks that I have up there in the previous residential area down here, because too many parks close to each other is killing the commercial demand. Therefore, I want to move those parks around and just keep using the same amount of parks, but have enough parks to cover my residential areas. This one I will move over here. This one I will move over here, and this one in its place. So I'm not destroying any parks, just moving them around to take up more space. But I will not be building new ones because they're destroying the commercial demand, and I do want to have a demand for commercial. Now over here I can connect about here. One thing that I've noticed that I've been doing too much is making all these four-way intersections. So I'm going to try and connect areas a little bit like this, so that there wouldn't be so many four-way intersections. Have more of these T's. And just to check, is this covered by water? Well, almost everything is covered by water. Extend the pipes a little bit. And now to get that new garbage dump right there. Can now reduce the budget for the garbage dumps a little bit, because now I have two and they will have way more trucks than I need. Now that I've expanded the residential zone, I can expand this agriculture zone and get more industry over here. Another thing that I've noticed is that my trucks have started using these streets here to get in and go through here, and then they're exporting through here. So I want to shorten this path. I will give my industry a way to export through this area over here, like this. Oops, that won't go beneath. Need to curve it a little bit probably. Or maybe don't need to curve it at all. Just go here and then it should connect. There we go. They can export through there, while they can import through here. Now hopefully they won't use this street and go into my residential zones. Up here I think I had dezoned some of the buildings that I had to destroy when they were going out of business, so I can return some of these zones back to their original fullness. There we go. Commercial is still not having a demand. I'm hoping that once I have much more industry and much more residential, it will start demanding more commercial. I am going to run out of water and power, need to increase the budgets, and now I just need to wait to get enough money so that I can buy some more capacity for my utilities. Alright, how's my income? It's not very high at the moment. I am spending a lot on power and fire coverage, but even that fire coverage doesn't seem to cut it. Interesting enough. Might move this. Oh, not enough money. Damn, that cost a lot to move. Okay, won't touch anything. Let's go to higher speed. Interesting thing to note here is how much traffic is going in and out, but it's totally fine because it's a constant movement. They are not stopping. I could upgrade for faster roads here, like the highways, but that's pretty expensive, and I already have things that I need to save up money for, so I won't be touching that. Let's see, the power and water are reaching, like I said, they're reaching the maximum. I will need to upgrade that very soon. I think I can already upgrade when it comes to the water pumping stations and the sewage outflow pipes. There we go, just enough cash for that. Now I can reduce this down to, let's say, 86%. It should be enough, even more than enough. Can even reduce it a little bit more. 82%. So 120,000 capacity used out of 160, that's okay, and I have more areas under development. so that's totally fine. I can zone some more residential over here, as I do seem to have a demand. Let's see my unemployment, 3%, excellent. 4%, now it's going up because more people are moving in, but the industry should keep developing here and here as well, so I should have enough jobs for them. Let's just see how much room is left here for agriculture. Not much, a little bit over here, and that's about it. So I guess I could have a road through here. There we go. Much better. Dead ends are creating a bottleneck here. So I should connect these over here. Like this. Alright, more demand for residential. I am unemployment at 3%, but I need more power. And when it comes to the hard mode, you have to look at the upkeep for the long run and not just the price for buying buildings. So I will be going with the advanced wind turbines and not any more coal power plants because of the upkeep. I should now have a higher income because I have more residents moving in. Population, now I have only 2%, 1% unemployment, and now I can build my forestry industry if I have finished upgrading this agriculture industry. I believe I almost have used up all this space that was available for agriculture. There's no yellowish tint on the ground anymore, it's all covered with industry. The forestry industry I have decided to place here. It does not pollute, so you're okay with having a residents living right next to it. And I can connect through here and here. Now I could decide to connect these streets and pull them down here, but that would create four-way intersections. I'm trying kind of to avoid those, so I will keep using this kind of area, like so, just up to the edge, but not to connect. It's a new design that I'm trying out and see just how effective is it to combat heavy traffic in this game. And also another design that I'm hoping to use is doing this, connecting like this, and then like this, and then like this, to try and avoid the four-way intersections and to create more of the T intersections. I need to cover this area with a district, like so. If I want to set it up as forestry. And now I can zone it as industrial, just need to make sure to pull the power properly from here. And one thing that I've almost forgotten to do is to plant trees. You can't have a forestry industry without trees. There we go, plenty of trees for the forestry industry to develop on. What's my unemployment rate? 1%. Oh, right, that means that I can have more residential zones. Just need to make sure not to get too close to the landfill. Now that I did mention the landfill, how is the percentage here? This one is full. I will definitely need to build a new one then. The incinerators come at around 7,500 population, So until then I will just have to keep building the landfills. Let's see, where do we add a connection? Well, should have added one already over here, but it's okay. I can add one over here. Whoops, is this covered by water? No, it's not. We need to make sure that it is. There. That should do it. Will I have enough water? No. I need to increase the budget a little bit. That fixes that. Now to add some more zones. You see, I'm still avoiding to zone onto the intersections because I'm afraid that would slow down the traffic. I haven't made any parks down here. Let's see, the coverage is really bad. Let's say a smallish park here. And that's it, I won't build any more parks here. Need some commercial here as well. Alright, that should satisfy the demand for the residential. I should now increase the budget for the fire department and the police department because I do have larger areas for them to take care of. Same thing with the garbage disposal. Power is almost all used up, but I have accumulated enough money for a new advanced wind turbine, so I can build one right here and have enough power now. This area has expanded almost to the full extent, and the forestry industry has gone up. Or has it? No, still just starting to come up. Okay, that's still fine. There we go, it's growing now. These areas should have coverage from that one clinic. I may end up moving it, but it's pretty expensive, up here, and then have another one built down there. But for now I will leave it as one because I do not have that much cash. As for the fire departments, well, not the best coverage in the world, but I will have to live with this for the moment. And the police department, again the same, but again I do not have that much cash. It is the hard mode, so I will hold on building more of these services. How's my unemployment? Just 2%, so I could get even more residential. And I'm fine with growing more and more right now, because my milestone that is coming up will only unlock bigger civic buildings, which I won't be using, so I'm not afraid to go further. And the next one after that will be unlocking the incinerators, which I actually need, so I'm fine with growing more and as fast as I can. I just need to make sure not to grow too fast that I do not have enough cash for the utilities. Alright, I think that would be enough for this episode. Thank you all for watching, and please stay tuned for more.